You know what's funny is that during TI, this hero was not really played as a carry, very much at all. And then afterwards, right? During TI, people were playing so many Monkey King games in pubs. All these guys that were playing at TI would play it in pubs, but I'm sure they just didn't know how reliable it was, how stable it was. Nobody's really practiced with it, so it just wasn't played as a carry, like, at all. But this hero is so good as a core.
I know in pubs he was played as a carry originally, right? And he was a pile of garbage. That was with his ult, surprisingly.
That's right.
Or maybe people just didn't know how to play with him, I guess. Just didn't feel like he scaled. But yeah, you're right. He's essentially a position 1 now. Very rarely seen in other positions, and quite strong, to say the least.
Definitely.
So this is the best of 5 grand finals, game 1 between Team Empire and Virtus Pro for the CIS region qualifiers of the Dota Pit Minor. My name is Sunspan, joined by Brax. Miposhka, are you going to get away with this again? He's not going to the same spot. He learned his lesson, I think, but he's spotted. He's not smoked. Solo. Oh, solo. Oh, he sees him. Oh, they're going to know he placed a ward there. There we go. Miposhka knows that they know that they know that they know. Solo. He has glimpse back into the Doombringer along with Pasha's Shadow Strike, and Miposhka, can he get denied is the real question here from the Shadow Strike. He does!
Oh
Van score, beautifully done. And they're going to turn this around on the... Well, maybe not. Chappie attempting to run away. Was this a mistake for Chappie to come? Because he is taking a lot of damage. The Gale is running out shortly, along with the Shadow Strike. There's just slows and slows galore as the first blood does end up going to Virtus Pro in the end, but not before we saw some crazy shenanigans going on.
Yeah, but now Nyx has Carapace at level 1 as well.
Oh god, that's not ideal.
Yeah, definitely not. It's gonna hurt his early game.
Ramsey. That's such a hilarious skill. Mischief. What a hero, man. Oh, Ghostic wants to apply some pressure. He does have cogs here in a second.
Take a lot of damage.
Oh yeah, and he can attack through the cogs for the most part. See if he can actually do anything about this. So, the bounty rune. Who did it go to?
Clockwork picked it up, right? Oh no, actually,
did he? No, he didn't.
Doom picked it up. Okay.
Oh gracious me! Well, 3 stacks, not quite enough to finish him off. Does he have an Orb of Venom? No, he doesn't have an Orb. Actually, if he had one, that would be a definite kill.
Yep.
But not to be.
You know, a lot of the times when you see safe laners with this build, you always want to contest that rune because they have no PMS. Monkey also has 1 armor. You can beat him up there and kind of win your lane just off that alone. But Monkey King, definitely not a hero you want to man fight at runes.
By the way, Pasha, or Queen of Pain is off lane. So,
okay.
Lanes are a bit different than we originally thought. No one's going to be playing the Venomancer in the mid lane. How do you like this matchup, Veno versus Necro?
It's probably pretty good for the Venomancer, especially since he can just level up the wards and ignore this Necro harass and push him out of lane.
Oh, Pasha!
Goodbye.
That was the last right click coming out, and it goes to the IO, as you can hear the beautiful portal music.
We got a bunch of weird skills at level 1 this game, don't we? Level 1 Shadow Strike from the Queen of Pain to secure the kill. Like
yeah, that's true.
Too.
Oh, they're doing it again. Pasha taking quite a bit of damage. I'm just so mesmerized by Monkey King when he right clicks, because I'm like, why is this hero a melee? Why is he considered melee? Like, I just question it every right click he makes. But that is for, we'll try to save that for another time. What's that?
Could you imagine how bad he would be if he was like either a true melee or a ranged hero?
Yes, he'd be garbage.
Yeah.
Well, how garbage would he be if he was ranged, though?
I feel like it'd be pretty
Vanguard,
bad.
You can't pick up. Echo Saber, you can't pick up. Is there anything else that really matters? I mean, you can still build other items. We see Monkey King not go either of those items a lot, right?
That's true. Sometimes they just go for like the diffuser.
If he was true melee, he'd be complete dog shit. No doubt about that.
I agree with that.
Range you could probably get away with, but not nearly as strong, obviously. I am a fan of the
range.
Echo
It's
Saber.
just the Echo Saber and Vanguard, I guess. And Vanguard's not very popular.
All right. Now Lil is here to help out his poor old Queen of Pain in the off lane here. Getting okay levels for the most part, despite dying once. But what can you really expect in a 2v1?
Yep, now that Doom's up in this top lane too, they'll actually be able to apply some pressure and get some farm on the Queen of Pain. IO can't really do that much except help keep Sven alive for now. I feel like, you know, Veno probably can actually gank. I mean, Necro's such a weird hero, right? You come to gank this guy, he pops Ghost Shroud, heals up, wands and everything, but Veno does so much magic damage, maybe they can actually kill him. I mean, they're killing him right now.
They do have glimpse. This guy's 100% dead. I mean, the problem is he doesn't have wand yet, right? So,
yep.
And very little mana to speak of. What was coming on the courier, actually? That's going to not see Vanscore die, because we're very interested in the courier.
Well, we didn't do a courier check this game.
No, I mean, they're the same couriers we've seen. This effect, I need to find out the name of that effect, because I am literally going to go buy it if it's, like, less than $5. Can you check for me while I make sure I don't miss the camera?
Big spender, huh?
Investigate, yeah. Big spend. $5 the limit!
It is the Bleak Hallucination.
Bleak Hallucination. My god, that sounds like somebody was on crack when they made that name up. Doom's gonna get stunned here from Chappie. But no real damage to come through. Ramsey's just completely out of mana, constantly in this lane. But he's just gonna continue to right-click over those cogs. Solo. He'll find Miposhka, or the other way around. Miposhka only level 1, still has a spike carapace, and the bounty rune is taken in his face. How sad is that? Oh, he gets the spike carapace off in combination with Ghostic, who pops the mango, gets glimpse
nice
back
cogs.
though, so we'll see if he can actually finish this off with the battery assault. And the cogs will proc one more time, and indeed they will get the kill. So Miposhka, level 2. You've done it, my friend.
Wouldn't it be so sad? I guess that's another reason to put the Quap in the offlane, right? There's the Nyx Assassin that could have potentially just sat mid, mana burning him over and over. And then Necro would very easily win that lane.
Yep, that's true.
You know, this is...
Veno's Veno feels like a very self-sustainable hero, right?
Yeah, definitely. He's pretty hard to mess with. But I guess the one thing is he can get ganked, but he's also very strong. Does a ton of magic damage, so there's a good chance that he just man fights. We've seen Veno kill people so many times when he gets ganked. Just trying to get around.
Oh, Chappie pops the Warcry, gets the Stormhammer off, but it's going to be replied with a nice little casual Shadow Strike. Vanscore taking some Infernal Blade damage, but we'll be okay for now. I hear a Gale. Going to connect on the FN along with a Poison Nova. He's already a level ahead of him. FN does have Ghost Shroud and the Wand along with the Death Pulse. Will heal decently amount, but he's ticking very slowly. Solo just trying to right-click him down. Eventually this will happen, I'm sure. Yes, indeed. On the other side, though, no one in a lot of trouble. Ghostic trying to get in range for the battery assault. Looks like FN did end up getting that Death Pulse kill. Just followed him to the grave, it seems. And no one... He'll actually survive, surprisingly enough. So it's a 1-for-1. Necro did not end up getting any experience, though, which is what he truly needs right now.
Yep, definitely. He's so close to level 6. If he was able to secure one of those kills, maybe he could have lived there. Gotten the regen. But yeah, Veno, tons of damage. He's actually probably one of the only heroes that does enough damage, magic damage especially, to kill this Necro hero.
Now Wisp with the bottle in tow now. Probably had that for quite a while, just noticed it though. Don't mind me. Solo taking the Invis rune. Vanscore's going to be a little bit annoyed by that, but what can you do at this point? There is no sentry mid. There's one on the high ground here. FN level 6 really needs to get himself on the board with well, I guess he does have a kill, but he's 1 and 3. Needs to get some Reaper Scythe action going.
Yep, these lanes are struggling right now from Team Empire. I mean, just look at the top lane, it says a lot. Solo and Lil coming into the jungle right now, level 4 jungling Sven.
Oh my god, Solo. He wants to get Vanscore, gets him stuck inside that kinetic field, and Lil finishes on with the Infernal Blade. Next up is the Sven. Can they actually get this kill? Nice troll. Trap used. A lot of armor from the Warcry, though. Not going to be enough. The magic damage from Thunderstrike is more than enough to secure themselves 2 kills. That is enormous. Meanwhile, bottom lane, Impale's going to miss. Ramses, he gets... Oh my god. Boundless Strike. Yeah, that does quite a bit of damage. If you're not aware. His CS is out of control, by the way. 41 and 15 versus the Clockwork 16 and 17.
Yep.
Wait, do cogs count? They do, right?
They do.
I mean, he hasn't really gotten that many, I'm sure. Oh, Miposhka should be able to get out. Balance Strike, not online for another couple seconds. That would have been good.
So, VP are winning all 3 lanes quite handily right now.
Yes.
They have a 3k gold lead at 7 minutes in the game. I feel like every time Gale and Poison Nova up, FN will either have to like TP to base or he's just gonna die from full HP. Bottom lane, no one can really mess with the Monkey King. Nyx Assassin and Io, they really don't do anything to this Monkey King. They just don't have enough damage to kill him fast enough before he stacks up the Jingu Mastery, so they got some big problems here. And yeah, Sven Iron Talon as well. Like, nobody can actually stay in any of their lanes in this game.
I don't know, dude. I saw a game the other day. You were casting with me where Sven had an Iron Talon and they won.
He looked really tough, didn't he?
he had like
Iron Talon shreds, and he actually looked strong in team fights.
And then he added a Mask of Madness at the 20-minute mark, I'm pretty sure. And then 20 minutes later, he was the most farm hero in the game. So it can happen.
Well, unfortunately, Team Spirit did not make it to the grand finals. Otherwise, they'd be in their prime elements right now. They are masters of losing the early game and then coming back.
I was actually worried for them when they were ahead in the early games some of those times, but yeah, you're absolutely right. Nice blink out there. It's going to dodge the Stormhammer. Empire just looking for something right now. The top 3 net worths are on the side of VP, one of which is actually the Doom, which is insane. Lil, Infernal Blade onto Chappie. Of course, there's no real save from Vanscore other than his Q, but my god, this is getting out of control real quick.
This is a massacre right now. And I mean, there's no one on Team Empire that can make any. Soul's actually looking for the glimpse. He might give him a Poshka. Oh, there we go.
Yep, the glimpse into the kinetic field. And Infernal Blade applied. Nice impale, but again, completely outnumbered. Not a whole lot they can do. Clockwork in the meantime. Wait, he used hook shot. Did we see that?
I did not see that.
All right, perhaps he missed, I guess. But I think that was the first hook shot of the game. I'm pretty sure.
Yep, it should be the first hook shot of the game. But I mean, maybe they can snag some kills. I mean, they do have spells like Reaper's Scythe and hook shot. They can pick off some individual hero. But yeah, unless that happens, it's looking pretty tough right now. They just can't stay in any lane. Even Ghostic has to run away right now from Ramses. He's
oh my god.
Yep.
If you're Clockwork against a melee hero, you have no problem doing that to almost any other hero in the game, I feel like. But like the battery assault is just not quick enough succession to actually stop auto attacks from Monkey King, so just gets destroyed. Oh, Solo, this is his typical feeding route here. It's like, all right, I got the ward down. They probably know where it is, but it's fine. I want to give them a little bit of hope.
I think that sounds so bad. There's an Invis Necro ban. That's not his fault.
Well, to be fair, we did cast a game where Solo died like 19 times. And most of them were calculated, and we were praising him for dying. Like, legitimately.
Actually owning, yeah.
He was creating so much space. And, yeah, I mean, he's a very smart player. No doubt about it.
Yep, definitely. Alright, so how do Empire get back in this game? Because this early game is probably one of the roughest early games we've seen in a while. It's looking quite grim. 5,000 gold.
Look at Lil's farm right now. He has Medallion getting close to finishing, well, somewhat close, finishing the Atos. This is the most farmed I've seen a Doom as a 4, actually.
He's got 5 kills.
He was super farmed the other day, too. I think he's outdone himself.
Yeah. I mean, his Medallions every game have been super fast. Alright, so Nyx Assassin is struggling to hit his level 6. Io is close to his. You know, perhaps they can make some moves on the side lanes here once Nyx Assassin gets his level 6. They do have Clockwork to also help look for some of these things. Chap is farming the Ancient stack. Solo just killing everyone, of course.
I caught the tail end, guys. Don't worry.
Nice. That's what's important. You didn't miss it. But yeah,
unless it creates space for Chappie to farm at least.
That is true. His Ancient stack did go down safely. You know, if they get their ultimates up, Nyx Assassin, level 4 still. Their lineup is very good at catching these solo heroes out on the sides when they're split pushing and stuff, but team fighting, not so strong yet.
Yeah, I think a lot of that, like you said, has to do with the level disadvantage right now. In fact, you just look at the discrepancy here. The hero levels. Well, I'm not looking at the graph because I forgot what the hotkey was.
That's good.
And I don't want to pause by accident. I want to pull a Fennel. We're safe here. Always the safest route. FN, me finishing up that Veil pretty shortly. That'll help quite a bit, but again, Everybody on VP is just getting super farmed. We have a Diffusal Blade incoming from Monkey King, not too far away. And like we talked about, the Atos is going to be huge for Doom that early on. Like, what can you do against that?
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Empire actually TPing in, trying to fight this. Wisp relocated out, and now Monkey King ults on top, but Wisp is out.
Yep. The ult is pretty much wasted, but Chappie, he gets slowed by the Gale. I heard the glimpse was going to be on Io. They're going to take him out very, very easily. Ghost in the meantime, stuck inside his own cogs, I feel like. It's not even the enemy stuck inside the cogs. There's the balance strike doing tons of damage. It's going to be a 3-for-1. Make it a 4-for-1. Necro, the lone survivor for Team Empire, and not for long. I hate to sound like a broken record. This game is just completely out of control.
Yep, it is insane right now, the lead the VP have. You know, but Team Empire, these guys don't give up, man. Like, a lot of the CIS teams, when they're down, they actually try to make plays even more. You know, they don't go back and sit back and farm. They don't try to play passively and try to catch up that way and hope they didn't make a mistake. They are always proactive in looking for the next possible move. Right? There was a relocate out, and they even placed a ward in that team fight to try to get more vision so they could potentially try to take it. They brought the numbers, but of course, they're just so far behind at this point, it doesn't really matter. But it's still good, right? A lot of teams, when they're behind like this, they're not going to try to fight and keep pressing the issue. But Empire, they know that the only way back in this game is being able to fight, so they try for it at least.
Yeah, and a perfect example of what you're talking about has been, since we've been casting the entire CIS region, every Roshan, when one team gets the Aegis, the opposing team will aggress on them pretty much right away, which is not normal.
It happened all of yesterday in 2 different games. As soon as one team took Roshan, the other team would 5-man smoke and just look for a fight somewhere. Yeah, and they were always able to either get the jump or catch the other team off guard, and they would actually, like, they would go even in a fight against an Aegis, and then afterwards they're fine.
I mean, the element of surprise, I mean, at a certain point it can't be surprising, because I'm sure they're used to playing against this by now. Right. A lot of teams seem to be doing it in this region specifically, but the element of surprise in general, like, if you're going to get the jump, most of the time you're going to have a better opportunity to, at the very least, trade evenly, if not gain an advantage.
Yep, definitely.
Speaking of the surprise factor, we have a smoke here by VP. Oh, they're going to run right into Miposhka. They don't have vision, though. Have not come prepared. And that smoke gank is going to be thwarted immediately.
Yep, but he's still hanging around. They might be able to set something up here. FN could be in some trouble. Nope.
He knows there's not... See, this is the perfect... Yeah, that is the perfect opportunity to check if they have a sentry or not. Use that plague ward against them. But he's going to scout the other side of the map now. And actually, he's going to stumble upon the Doombringer. I don't think there's anything he can do, though, without some help.
Yep.
That is one tanky mother effer.
There is relocate, but it's still such a hard kill. He's got so much health.
Chappie, smart move to TP out. Can he? Oh! Glimpse was there, but did not have the vision thanks to the nighttime.
Yep, that would have been a much needed, actually, well, very lucky.
A much needed kill for VP.
That's right.
They really need to step it up. My God. Clockwork, though.
Struggling right now.
He gets the hook shot off, but how much will it actually matter? Sonic Wave, not enough to finish him off. Static Storm. There we go. He's able to get it off. Pasha comes in in order to use the Sonic Wave. I hear the Necrophos ult. I don't think they actually got off for the kill itself, but he did get credit regardless. So it doesn't really matter. Or did it? 20-second cooldown? I don't know.
He didn't get the extra duration, but he got the kill, so he gets all the regen.
And just like that, it's a 3-for-1, and Solo's like, hey, I did it again, guys. I died, we won the fight. Just like every other time.
You know, Empire's thinking, guys, we got a kill. We're back. A few more of those, and we're good to go.
Miposhka, he knows something's going on here. He just leveled up thanks to the neutrals being taken out. That's always handy. Pasha. Oh, that's cool. He went... Is this a... I can't remember what the build used to be on offlane Quaps, but he does have a Soul Ring and Urn.
Yep, I don't know what it normally is, but I like his build.
That's pretty cool. Miposhka getting completely blocked by Pasha. My God. That is pretty insane block. Open AI would be proud. Miposhka... Yeah, you're donezo, my friend. Well, no one... Level 12 on the Venomancer. Has the Force Staff in tow. We'll be going for a Veil as well. And how's that Atos? Okay, Atos is now complete on Lil.
Doom is so farmed.
Yes, he is. And is he level 10? Yeah, so he's going to be starting to get a lot more, as if he didn't have enough gold already.
Yep.
He'll be getting a lot more thanks to that talent. And speaking of items, Ramses did finish his Diffusal Blade. He's already used the charge to help get that kill on the Nyx Assassin, I believe. Naposhka scouts out no
one.
one.
Big up top if they can get this relocate kill here.
Yes, it would be. It's another instance where you can just E, or you can just spike Carapace right out of that, but not going to find the Impale. But there's a relocate, and Venomancer is super, super, super dead. Chappie getting a much-needed kill. That was a killing spree. And he does have the Mask of Madness. We'll be going for the Echo Saber next.
Big kill, but VP, they're coming up top smoked as well. They know that the relocate's going back, and now they're looking for more here.
See if they can find it in Pushka. No Vendetta to speak of. There's the glimpse into a Static Storm. Necrophos. My God. You are Dunzo as well. Well, I say that now. Hookshot is here. He might actually save the day. FN with the Reaper Sight, but it's not going to be in time to actually save his life. It's going to be a 2-for-1 right now as Pasha on the run. Blink up in 3 seconds, but here comes Ramses. Yeah, you're not broken, my friend. Diffusal Blade. Diffusal Blade is just going to be used. And it just feels like they're just picking them off left and right. They're dropping like flies. Empire. That early game is just really coming to haunt them. They just can't catch up in this game. I mean, that was a good fight with the relocate, but once they're gone, they can't do much.
I mean, Empire are definitely losing the game, as of course we just saw 4 of their heroes die. But there's only a 5,000 gold lead, and there was a 5,000 gold lead also at like 8 minutes into the game, right?
That's true.
So it's slowly getting better.
Oh, that was interesting. Chappie got glimpsed, and then no one missed his Poison Nova completely. As Solo now is going to likely get soloed here, although it has no mana to speak of. FN, no Reaper Scythe, but not needed. That Death Pulse will find him. So, I mean, I don't know. Obviously, Empire is behind right now, and maybe we're overstating it a bit. I'm not sure. I just feel Empire is... They're like 1 item away from perhaps getting back in this game. Like, you have the Echo Saber. I really feel like, you know, a Blink Dagger, I'm assuming is going to be next. But he kind of needs like a... What do you get? Do you go BKB against this team? You have to with Veno, but then you have to worry about Doom. As long as you get your spells up, you don't really care if you're getting doomed, I suppose.
Yeah, ideally Sven's the one getting relocated in, or he's jumping with Blink Dagger, so he's going to use all his abilities anyways, and Doom won't do that much. Doom looks like it's for Necro pretty much this game, so... I don't know. You're right, though. Empire, they're definitely making the right steps to come back in this game. They've gotten a few pickoffs on the side lanes. Even though they lost some heroes, Sven is still farming quite nicely. Necro's actually made a huge recovery back into this game. He was completely out of it at one point, and now he has 6 kills. So,
you see what Clockwork's building?
Better. Yeah, Hand of Midas. There you go.
That's the comeback right there, bro. Io's going to be taken out, but he's not too sad about that. At least he... scouts out where everybody is. Maposhka. Ooh, sentry was placed. I don't know if they caught a glimpse of them. It was pretty close.
Caught a glimpse of him.
Oh, yeah. No pun intended, actually. That was not on purpose. But I'll take credit for it. Thank you very much. I'll be here all week. Roshan is being taken out now by VP, knowing that there's no IO to relocate. Although, even if they did, I don't know if they could really fight that.
Yeah, it's a difficult fight to just walk into.
Yeah, team fight is quite strong for VP right now. Is Ghost Stick. Can get glimpsed. He gets glimpsed after the hook shot. He attempted to take the Roshan. Vanscore's going to take the Aegis, though. Great steal. He actually took the Roshan kill as well.
Oh my god.
He got it with like his balls or something?
Yeah, he had him out.
Or maybe it was Clockwork that killed it?
No, when he relocated in, he had all those balls out, so they just exploded on top of the heroes there.
Wow. That was pretty sick. That was pretty disgusting. Well, Ramses, bot lane. They're going to find Necrophos, and like, you took our Aegis. We'll take your Necrophos. I think we're fine with that trade overall. Pretty filthy.
Yep, so that Aegis, that Aegis is the next step in VP accelerating this game, right? They can take these tier 2 towers pretty safely on VP when they just group up, but those tier 3s are quite the challenge for now. And that no Aegis delays that for such a long time.
Yeah, that's true.
Very nice.
And something we didn't mention, I don't know what level Io was before he took out Roshan, but I'm pretty sure he gained at least 2, maybe 3 levels. That was a solo Rosh.
A solo Rosh,
because
yeah.
Clockwork hooked in and got glimpsed away. There's no way he got experience. I'm pretty sure. I'd have to look at the replay to be sure, but
no, you're right.
You don't get to see that very often. And he was super struggling with levels too. That's definitely nice. Now he's gonna get the magic resist talent. That's quite nice, especially against this lineup.
Yep, definitely.
Oh, that's mostly Veno, right? Is Doom is pure? Yeah.
Right, Doom is pure,
and
but
Sonic Wave
has,
is pure.
Doom still has a lot of magic damage in the Scorched Earth and Infernal Blade, though.
True. Yeah. Speaking of Doom, though, he has a buckler right now.
Yep, getting very tanky. How's our Sven been doing? He has his Echo. He's almost got BKB all of a sudden. Look at his net worth. He's skyrocketed, almost pretty much even with the Monkey King.
I told you, bro. That Iron Talent. When you see that,
that's right.
You know he's serious business. He means serious business.
You know, maybe they're. This is
boy,
bad.
we're praising him, but Chappie immediately gets diffuseled off, so that is no war cry for you. Oh,
the glimpse.
Wait, what? Oh my God, that is such good timing. Oh. He had him saved. The poor Io. He's going to go back to his death. Or at least I assume so. Yes. That would have been a sick-ass save.
Yeah, definitely. Alright, so once upon a time, this Sven, before he got ganked, was close to BKB. Now it'll probably take him like 2 minutes.
Yeah.
What a shame. I was just about to say that Empire, they're on the road to recovery here. They've taken a page out of Team Spirit's book, and they're making the comeback.
You can see the avenues. They're definitely there. But the problem is, like, VP is such an experienced team that you find it typically unlikely that they will throw a lead like this. But you got to take what you can get. Every little mistake you need to capitalize on if you're Empire. Ramses and company. Tier 2 tower taking a beating.
Yep, Ghost Stick does have an Invisor scouting behind them. Maybe they'll be able to go on them as they separate to go farm once they take the tower, which would be pretty good. But yep, we've already got the Pasha Queen of Pain TPing out. Of course, he doesn't know that though.
Lincoln Sphere now on the Queen of Pain, preventing the old Reaper Scythe, or even a Mana Burn. Blocking that is actually pretty freaking good.
Yep. All right.
Although it is a low cooldown.
Looks like Ghost Stick can make the play here.
Oh, or will he? And he pops the Shrine, going for Disruptor, who does have Glimpse. He's going to glimpse... Oh, he glimpses somebody else away, actually, but it's going to end up resulting in his death regardless. Now Ghost is going to take a beating from Ramses with that right click. Yeah. Dunzo. 1 for 1. Vanscore can't really save anybody. Wasn't close enough. Who did he glimpse back?
The Necro.
Maybe one of these people. Okay. Well, Queen of Pain gets relocated on. That's an entire zoo of heroes. Nice Reaper Scythe FN. Taking that for himself. 7 kills to boot right now. Boundless strike onto 2. Ramses with the ultimate. They thought they were done fighting. The Fusel Blade keeping them in the fray of things with the Doom applied to Sven. That is a dead hero. Necrophos is next. And just when you think Empire is making a little bit of progress in the comeback, VP just steps their foot on their throat.
Yep. They were hoping for the pick off with the Nyx Vendetta in the very beginning. Or sorry, with the Invis Clockwork into the relocate, but unfortunately, there was a Sentry in that camp blocking it. Of course, that's what a lot of teams do against Sven. But man, they're so close to being able to like get some free pickoffs, and then just things go wrong. Deep, you're ready.
Yeah, Ramsey's level 19 now. He's out of Diffusal charges. Just bought his level 2 Diffusal, which is on the way. Notice he's very... this happened the other game too. Was it him the other day? Very liberal in their use of Diffusal charges.
Yep.
Like, more so than anybody I've ever seen, actually. Pretty cool to see. It definitely ensures a lot of kills.
Yep, definitely. Lots and lots of kills for sure. I mean, there are 44 kills in this game in 26 minutes.
Well, Solar Crest is complete on Lil. Adding to his ridiculous farm. Level 14, about to hit 15 now. Is there any time you go 25 move speed over the other talent for Doom?
Can't imagine you do.
Don't know if I've ever seen it.
That seems like one of those where you kind of want the... Maybe it's a buff.
Yeah, I
or at
think
least
so.
a tweak.
Give him 100 move speed. No problem.
There you go.
Glimpse in place. FN will just walk away safely. Solo glimpse down for another 13 seconds. And I guess VP is going to feel pretty comfortable with this. They smoke
Yeah,
right
Vance goes in
outside their
some,
base.
Yep, he's in some trouble.
Oh,
He
yeah,
tried to relocate
yeah.
out.
Oh, the Impale will not connect. The Boundless Strike isn't quite enough to take him out, and the Shrine's going to ensure that he lives. Sonic Wave. Oh, he actually relocated himself back to base. All right. So he will live. Sonic Wave is on cooldown. Remember, he does have Lincoln Sphere, so not an easy Reaper Scythe target unless Miposhka can take that off with the Mana Burn. Chappie getting slowed. A toast up inside the kinetic field, I do believe. Gets off the stun. There's the Ghost Stick Initiation. They're stuck inside the Static Storm along with the Boundless Strike, along with Wukong's command as well. It's a 1-for-1 to start off this fight. Chappie already popped that 10-second BKB. Newly picked up. And the Wukong's command has ended. Does VP continue to aggress this, or do they just go for Shrines? Looks like the latter.
Well, it was still a good hold from Team Empire here. I know that they're, the gold lead is starting to slip away from them. Monkey King is accelerating quite quickly, but you know, Sven with these kind of items is still very scary. He might not be able to fight the Monkey King, but he can kill these other heroes quite quickly. And Necro's also extremely close to his BKB, so he can get his Reaper Scythe off in the Static Storm.
Until he gets an Axon Disruptor.
Wow.
But solo, if any of the past games are any indication, he's not going to get much farm this game. Despite being on top right now.
He even knows he's not going to get farm. He gets the cast range talent.
Oh my. Gracious me, oh my. Yeah, for sure. It's he plays the kind of like the Pylai Die role, the sacrificial type support. Definitely not greedy at all.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
One of the better captains in Dota, no doubt about it.
Yep, undeniably.
Miposhka. Oh yeah, he killed a dog and a cat. Oh no. Oh Lord, please, not again. What abilities do you think is weird that work on couriers? That one's not one of them. But like Culling Blade will kill a courier. Do you think that's weird? I think that's kind of weird.
Fiend's Grip.
Fiend, well, it won't kill it. It'll just stun it, right?
Right.
Yeah, that's kind of weird.
Work on couriers.
Does Doom work on a courier? I doubt it.
I don't know. I'll let you know.
Somebody in chat, let us know, please. Pretty sure it does not work. So you're saying single target ultimates work on couriers. Let's
Master Roar, Fiend's Grip.
But those are all like BKB piercing. Does it have to be BKB piercing is the question.
I think so. But again, I'm not sure. I mean,
and does it have to be a stun? Or a mini stun even? Because Doom...
No, Culling Blade's not.
There's no way Doom is... yeah, that's true. No way Doom works. I refuse to believe it until proven otherwise. I will be stubborn about this.
You can Reaper Scythe couriers too.
Yeah, that's true. It does nothing other than stun. But wait, what if it's half HP? That's the real question.
I don't think
that we need answered. Okay. Clockwork. He hook shots into creeps, gets glimpsed back, 4 staffs out. He's just bouncing all over the place. He's a goddamn ping pong ball. Clockwork, nice impale there from the Nyx assassin. He's going to save the Clockwork after all of that. And Vanscore attempting to TP out, and he does so successfully with Sven in the bot lane. Oh, I missed a kill. Who was it? I'm not even sure. Either way, Miposhka gets an impale onto 1, attempting to TP out, and will do so successfully. Nope. Will die in the fountain. To that poor Shadow Strike damage.
Yep, very sad.
Man, I can't believe that Clockwork ended up dying. How sad is that?
Look,
After
so
all that,
to making it out there too.
Like you could have written a movie, a screenplay about that fucking getaway, but then he dies, so nobody wants to watch that.
So VP are doing Roshan, and Ramses doesn't have his BKB up, but it's also still very difficult for them to walk in the pit, especially with a ward basically on Empire Shrine. So
yeah.
I don't think they expect it.
So Sven gets the Doom off after the Atos. Vanscore, of course, they know does not have his ultimate, so Sven is resigned to just right-click away, and that's going to be his death. Pasha looking to find Vanscore. They're going to get the glimpse, and he is dead. So while going for Roche, they get 2 kills, and VP just continuing to expand on their lead.
Looking good for VP. This is the second Roshan, of course. Aegis and Cheese is on is up for them now as well. And I imagine this is like their big timing to break high ground.
FN. Oh! Didn't have vision. That was nighttime. Or it is nighttime. And they will see that he is, in all likelihood, TP'd out. Meanwhile, though, Solo gets hook shot into an Impale, and that will be a very easy kill for Empire. How many deaths does he have this game, actually?
Only 8.
But it's 8 out of 14. So, like the game that he had 19 deaths, he had half his team, like over half his team. It's very similar to this.
That is true.
And they were very successful. Intended death.
He's doing it right then.
I mean, you have to make sure your net worth is low so that when you die, you don't give up much gold. So that's why he has a casual cloak and infused raindrop.
But it also factors in your team's net worth difference between theirs as well.
Yeah, it's part of it, but you can't control that, right? You're not going to tell your team to stop owning.
You can tell your team not to farm.
I guess. All right, guys, let's
about
just
to go ward, guys. Back off.
Keep it along the DL here. Yeah. Only a couple people could get away with that in Dota. I think Envy is top of the list, though. That's like a next level. That's a previous level strategy, I'm pretty sure. Now Pasha has the Shiva's Guard.
Nice.
Which, you know, if his Linken's is popped, then mana burn from Nyx is going to pretty much destroy him. Oh, it's only a level 3 mana burn, so 12-second cooldown, actually. That is a huge deal. Awesome. But he had to go for that 20% magic resist. I can't blame him. Yeah, we have a smoke on a few members of VP. See if they can end up initiating here. Ramses.
DD on the Monkey King.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Can't really tell with that Linken Sphere, but he is hitting visible. Quite hard. That's a double Linken's, by the way. One applied by Quap. Monkey King gets initiated on. 4-step into a terrible position. Gets off his BKB. Could ult if he really wants to, but it's going to resign to right-clicking the clockwork down. Meanwhile, Necrophos is doomed, like you were talking about earlier, and they're just going to use this ult, this Wukong's command to zone, and just bring Sven back into the fray of things. How much can he do? Nothing. Looks like Io just died to the residual damage, and that's going to be GG. Game 1 going the way of Virtus Pro, as they absolutely dump. They have yet to lose one game in this entire qualifier, and you can see why in this game.
Yep, they look good. Their early game was explosive, mid-game a bit slower. Team Empire started to make a big comeback, but then in the end, Virtus Pro take it. I mean, that one Aegis steal from Vanscore where he relocated in, got